What up, everybody? Raising Kanan Season 3, Episode 8. As Ronnie and Pop were talking, Snaps got an opportunity to speak to Kanan privately and ask him if his mother knew what he was into. Then went on to tell Kanan that his mother was the competition and that she's moving work through an Italian-Vietnamese connection. But at this point, Kanan still had the stronger crew and operation, even getting Quan's attention, and Quan letting Rock know that she needs to make an example out of whoever the competition was. Rock then stepped to Snaps and Pop, asking them to dead their business with Kanan, exchanged words, and did nothing but start problems with Snaps because he felt like Rock was being disrespectful to him. But in all honesty, Pop told Rock the truth. They gave Ronnie some money, and that was about it. Ronnie was really the one in control, and Snaps and Pop wasn't about to try to step to Ronnie and try to tell him to dead the operation because Rock, out of all people, asked them to. So in all honesty, I feel like Rock was in a lose-lose situation, even stepping to Snaps and Pops like that in the first place. During this conversation, Snaps also let Rock know that they know Stefano and claimed they could tell Stefano to sit down. But honestly, that's a big claim to be able to tell the godfather of the Italian mafia to sit down. So in my opinion, Snaps was just blowing smoke and doesn't have the power that he either claims he has or thinks he has. And honestly, Snaps might be the one who ends up going into Stefano's furnace. Moving on, Rock found out that Ronnie and Kanan was being supplied by Juliana and figured out that Juliana cut Joaquin out the same way that she cut off Rock in Season 2. So Rock went to see Joaquin and got the okay to smoke Juliana. I'm at least assuming she got the okay, either though they never showed it. But now after smoking Juliana, Rock definitely thinks she is one because Ronnie and Kanan don't have any way to supply their operation. And I doubt that Joaquin would be willing to work with Ronnie. Either though Ronnie might still try to reach out to Joaquin when he finds out that Juliana is dead in a desperate attempt to keep the operation going. But it would be a risk because this would also basically be admitting to Joaquin that he purposely cut him out by approaching Juliana about work. But assuming that Ronnie isn't able to continue business by connecting with Joaquin directly, Rock will think that she is one. And we see the clip from the Season 3 trailer on the Episode 9 trailer with Rock showing up at Kanan's school and telling him that he's done. Then to make things worse, we see from the Episode 9 trailer that Snaps finds out that Juliana is dead and that they don't have a connect. And it looks like Ronnie and Kanan don't have the funds to pay Snap back what they owe him. And either though Ronnie was who borrowed the money from Snaps, it does look like they're going to drag Kanan into it because Rock is in the middle of everything. This also shows they don't have the relationship with Stefano that they say they have, or else they just reach out to him directly and steal Rock's plug. But this same clip also shows Kanan telling them that he can get another plug. But how could Kanan find another plug just being a kid with no connects? And it already looks like they're short on funds. This is why I think Kanan may threaten Rock to expose her secret that she was a CI. Keep in mind that both times there have been scenes with Kanan meeting up with Snaps and Pop that they have brought up Defcon because of course everybody thinks that Defcon is Kanan's father. Episode 8 also confirmed that Ronnie knew and respected Defcon, which is rare for Ronnie to respect anyone. He said that Defcon was feared. So Ronnie thinking that Kanan is Defcon's son could potentially be part of the reason why he looks out for Kanan and wanted to work with him in the first place. But if Kanan were to follow through with the threat, it could also hurt his reputation just as much as Rock's, putting himself in danger in the process. Either though he wouldn't have to come clean with all the truth, just that his mother was a CI, nothing about Defcon not being his father. Then at this point, Rock would have to either make one or two choices. Decide to work with Kanan or call his bluff. And if she would decide to work with Kanan, it could potentially solve a lot of her problems, other than her son being in the game. It's almost like when Tariq told Ghost to teach him the game, and Ghost replied to Tariq that he would rather kill him than to let him get into that life. The big difference being that Kanan has the checkmate with Rock because she is in a lose-lose situation. Because at the same time, if she did call his bluff and say he did actually try to go and expose Rock, Rock would know that would not just be putting her in danger, but Kanan also. And just like Tariq was Ghost's weakness, Kanan is also Rock's weakness. If Rock were to take Kanan up on his offer, what would he want? That would be a plug in some type of way. If this were to happen, Quan would be satisfied because someone would finally start moving his product. Because in episode 8, he said that Rock was still buying the same amount as Unique was. At the same time, we know that Kanan doesn't stay in the heroin game for long, because he told Tariq that him, Ghost, and Tommy used to move crack 1,000 miles an hour on these streets. Never was it mentioned that Kanan, Ghost, or Tommy ever sold H. So because of that, it's also possible, because of Rock having her own operation about to be up and running, she won't want Kanan as competition, most likely serving the same clientele that she will be serving out of the Chinese restaurants. So honestly, the money move to make would be hooking up with Joaquin and putting Kanan on with that same coke plug that Rock had in season 2. Now that Rock and Joaquin have restored their relationship after getting rid of Juliana, who was the instigator. But at the same time, just like Rock could solve a lot of problems by working with Kanan, she could potentially start a war with Snaps and Pops and put Kanan in danger with them as well by not working with him, leaving him without a plug and Ronnie owing Snaps money. Because we still haven't saw the clips from the season 3 trailer where somebody takes a shot at Rock and misses and Kanan gets abducted. So things are going to get a lot more crazy before things get worked out, if they ever do get worked out between Rock and Kanan. And also, before I finish, the wild card with Kanan working with Rock is definitely Ronnie and his hate for Rock. So because Ronnie really won't serve a purpose once he's not the middleman, they would have to get rid of Ronnie one way or another to make this all work. And there you have it. Leave your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments.